before starting the 43rd question, let us understand few things. I am not teaching something new right now, but I am teaching the same thing what I have taught earlier at the starting of algebra. But from that point, whatever I have taught earlier, I would like to derive another conclusion, and that particular new conclusion what I am going to derive, I will be using in my upcoming problems. Now, what am I talking about? Let us see right now immediately. Now, see here, sir. Suppose I am sure that you already know this. Let me call this as a beautiful note. I am sure that we already know what is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square stands for a square plus b square plus 2ab. Similarly, we also know what is a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now, we have already discussed these things also in my previous classes. If I in case subtract these two, a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, if I take the difference, 2ab minus of minus 2ab, it becomes 4ab. That means if I shift it here and there, a plus b whole square will be equal to a minus b whole square plus 4ab, right? Plus 4ab. I hope it is clear for you. A plus b whole square is equal to a minus b whole square plus 4ab. Now, why did I discuss this thing? Now, see here. This is something which we already know, which we have discussed it in my previous classes also. But from here, I want to derive another conclusion. And that particular conclusion, I want to use it in my upcoming problems. What is that conclusion? I probably might use it in this particular question or in this particular key point. Instead of a, I will put a variable called as x. Instead of b, let me call it as the reciprocal of x, 1 by x. That means a plus b whole square is a minus b whole square plus 4ab. But instead of a and b, I will put it as x and 1 by x. That means this becomes x plus 1 by x whole square. X plus 1 by x whole square is equal to, here also substitute, x minus 1 by x whole square, x minus 1 by x whole square plus 4 into a value is x, b value is 1 by x. So a into b is x into 1 by x. X into 1 by x is nothing but 1. So 4 into 1 is nothing but 4. That means x plus 1 by x is equal to x minus 1 by x whole square plus 4. So can I say that if I only need x plus 1 by x value, I don't want the square of it, then if I want to remove the square on the left hand side, I should take the square root on both sides. So this right hand side becomes plus or minus square root of x minus 1 by x whole square plus 4. This is one of the very important key point that we need to use it in our problems. But I will make it even more simpler for you people. Now observe carefully, sir. Suppose for example, we earlier knew that if at all we know x plus 1 by x value as k, if x plus 1 by x is k, then x square plus 1 by x square will be k square minus 2. Similarly, if x minus 1 by x is k, then x square plus 1 by x square was k square plus 2. Now, what I am saying here is, suppose if I know x minus 1 by x value, if I know the value of x minus 1 by x, I can substitute inside this particular bracket and I can square that, add 4 for it, take the square root. When I do all these things, I will end up getting x plus 1 by x value. That means, can I conclude finally saying that if x minus 1 by x is equal to some constant k, if x minus 1 by x is equal to some constant k, then I can say that this x plus 1 by x will be equal to plus or minus square root of x minus 1 by x, I called it as k. So this will become plus or minus square root of k square plus 4. Very important notation. whenever we know the value of x minus 1 by x, we can easily find x plus 1 by x right now by using x plus 1 by x is plus or minus square root of k square plus 4. This is one of the very important key point. Now the another way of doing it, these all the things remain the same, so I will directly write this particular equation in my next screen. That means a plus b whole square, this is case number 2, I can call it if you want to. The previous screen is case number 1, this is case number 2. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is 4ab. That means, let me write it one more time. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. That means in my previous case, that means let me also write here as case 1 so that you will also understand that we are discussing two different cases. So case 1 is what I have discussed just now. I took a plus b whole square on the left hand side and a minus b whole square I shifted to the right hand side. Now I will keep a minus b whole square towards one side and shift the other thing to the right hand side. That means a minus b whole square, if this goes to the right hand side, it becomes plus. So 4ab comes to the left hand side. So this is nothing but a plus b whole square minus 4ab, but I don't want the notation to be like this. I want it to be x and 1 by x. Put a value as x, put b value as 1 by x. So this becomes x minus 1 by x whole square is equal to x plus 1 by x whole square minus 4 into x into 1 by x. But I don't want x minus 1 by x whole square. I just want x minus 1 by x value. X minus 1 by x is, take the square root on both sides. This is plus or minus square root of x plus 1 by x the whole square minus 4. Same analogy I can say. Instead of writing like this, even simpler we can make it. If I know the value of x plus 1 by x as some constant k, that means I will finally conclude saying that if x plus 1 by x, the value is known to us as k, for example, then I can easily find x minus 1 by x. X minus 1 by x in that case will be equal to plus or minus square root of x plus 1 by x. I called it as k, right? I called it as k. So this becomes k square minus 4. This is the second important key point. What we need to understand. That means always remember, sir, don't get confused. In all our previous problems, what we were finding mainly is if x plus 1 by x is k, we were finding x square plus 1 by x square. Similarly, if x minus 1 by x is also k, then also we were finding x square plus 1 by x square. Now we are finding the other things. If we know x plus 1 by x, we can easily find x minus 1 by x. Similarly, if we know x minus 1 by x, we can easily find x plus 1 by x. I hope the idea is very clear. So just to avoid that confusion, I will finalize the entire thing once again. Very important key points. Two important key points I will write it. The same thing what I discussed, I will finalize it in this particular screen. So first key point, let me write it as suppose if I know x plus 1 by x value as k, then this implies x minus 1 by x value will be equal to plus or minus square root of k square minus 4. Right, k square minus 4. That means in simple language, if I want to find x minus 1 by x, keep minus inside the square root. If I want to find x plus 1 by x, please keep plus inside the square root. That means my second key point is, if at all I know x minus 1 by x value as some constant k, then I can easily find x plus 1 by x value. X plus 1 by x will be again equal to plus or minus square root of k square plus 4, right? K square plus 4. I hope the idea is very clear. When we know x plus 1 by x, we can find x minus 1 by x now. Similarly, vice versa is also true. If we know x minus 1 by x, we can easily find x plus 1 by x value. I hope the idea is clear. But anyway, you already know few other things also. If you know x plus 1 by x, or if you know x minus 1 by x, you can easily find x square plus 1 by x square value. So many questions we have solved till now. Now this is something a different variety is what I am talking right now. Now, why am I discussing all these things? Why did I say all these things? Why did I discuss all these things? Please see question number 43. Question number 43 is your virginal mains examination question, right? Virginal mains question is what I am discussing. Slight modification I have done here in this question. In the question, it was asked for p minus 6 whole square plus 1 by p minus 6 whole square, but the plus part we have already discussed earlier only, right? Earlier only we have already discussed that plus part. In my last 4 questions, I have discussed this middle term being plus. So right now I am interested in slightly changing the question so that this becomes another variety of question. Now see here, sir, same like what we discussed in from question number 39 to 42, same methodology I will implement. That means the question is asking for p minus 6. So that particular p minus 6, I will put it as y or x, whatever you want. P minus 6, I will put it as y. So p will be equal to y plus 6, right? P will be equal to y plus 6. If p becomes equal to y plus 6, then this entire question, whatever they are asking, that will reduce to p minus 6 whole square, that is nothing but y square, minus 1 by p minus 6 whole square, that is nothing but 1 by y square. So basically they are asking you y square minus 1 by y square value in this question. I hope the idea is clear. Now p value is y plus 6. Substitute in the given equation. So p square is y plus 6 whole square, y square plus 36 plus it is 12y, right? It is 12y. Next, minus 16 into y plus 6, because the equation says minus 16p, minus 16 into y plus 6, minus 16y minus 96 plus 59 equal to 0. I hope you are understanding, sir. These are all exactly similar to my previous last 3 to 4 questions. There is no change. Simplify further. Y square plus 12y minus 16y is minus 4y, and 36 plus 59, it is nothing but 95. 95 minus 96 is minus 1. Now, can I say that y square minus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0? This can also be written as y minus 1 by y. Y minus, why did I put minus here? Because the constant is having minus, and this minus 4, if I shift it to the right hand side, it becomes a plus 4. That means I know the value of y minus 1 by y right now. I know the value of y minus 1 by y. Now, suppose if the question is find the value of y square plus 1 by y square, then the question would have been very simple. So if the question is y square plus 1 by y square, so question is very simple, and your actual question in your mains exam was y square plus 1 by y square. So but I made a small change. I made this question as y square minus 1 by y square, so that little extra thing also we will learn, because we already know how to find y square plus 1 by y square, sir. It is nothing but k square plus 2, right? It is nothing but k square plus 2, 4 square plus 2, 16 plus 2, 18 should be the answer in that case. But now the question is y square minus 1 by y square, right? Y square minus 1 by y square. Now see here, sir, what is that we need to find right now? To find y square minus 1 by y square. Y square minus 1 by y square can be told as a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b, right? A minus b into a plus b. But we already know the value of y minus 1 by y. Just now we found out it is nothing but 4. Write down 4. Now we already know another key point. If we know y minus 1 by y value value as some constant k. In this question, that k value is 4. If at all y minus 1 by y value is known to us, we can easily find y plus 1 by y value. How? I already discussed these key points before the start of problem. Y minus 1 by y value is known to us as 4. Y plus 1 by y value is plus or minus square root of k square plus 4. Now, because the answer options are all having positive values, you can ignore plus or minus and only keep positive value here also. So, y plus 1 by y will become square root of k value is 4. Let me write it. So this is nothing but square root of k value is 4. 4 square plus 4. That means in bracket it is 4 into square root of 16 plus 4 20. So it is square root of 20, and square root of 20 can be further simplified as square root of 4 into 5. 4 square root is nothing but 2. So root 5 remains as it is. So 4 into 2 is 8. 8 root 5 should be the final answer for this question. And this is one of the most easiest way of solving the question. And I am not discussing method 2, where I am keeping the variable p in terms of p itself. I have already solved 4 questions of that similar sort from question number 39 to 42. And I request you people to try it out method 2 if it is really required. I just did this problem with one of the method as of now. I hope the idea is very clear for every student who is listening to the class. In all my previous, if you can check it out. You can just rewind the video and you can check it out. 42, 41, 40, 39. In all those questions, probably the questions was x square plus 1 by x square is what we need to find. In this question, we are finding x square minus 1 by x square. So minus 1 by x square, yes. So there is a slight difference. If we know x minus 1 by x value, then x plus 1 by x value can be easily found out as square root of k square plus 4. And that is what I am using. Before just using it, I just proved it before starting of this problem. I hope the idea is clear for this question.